Check it out. It's my rainiest day yet. I was rather enjoying myself, but then my knee completely went to hell. And so I have to stop. So I'm going to stuff my face at this pizza place and then camp in those trees over there. Catch you in a bit. There's an Austrian pizza. Not a whole lot of tomato sauce. Okay, so there's my campsite up on a ridge. I laid down and it's nice and flat for me to sleep. There was a nice flat area in that grassy area right there, but it was inside of a road out there, and I didn't want to be in sight just as a matter of course. It's raining. I had to stop early today because of knee problems, which is kind of a bummer, but there's an old road, but nobody's going to drive down it. So there we go. Hello, video blog, 6th of May I think. It's looking like I'm going to abandon my bike tour because I was only able to ride 60 miles yesterday. And I woke up with a painful knee today. I mean, my knee doesn't hurt if I don't move it, but if I stand on it, it hurts. So I think what I'm going to do is just take the bus and the train down to Greece and then over to Jerusalem and then to Egypt. Do Egypt and then go up and visit my homie up in Norwegia, and then go back to Amsterdam. By then I'll probably will have spent as much money as I would have in 5 months riding my bike from all the goddamn train expenses and stuff, but whatever. I'm actually looking forward to checking out Greece and Jerusalem and Egypt, so, and my homie up in Norwegia, and getting stoned again and tripping again in Amsterdam, and then go home, and I'll be home earlier, and I guess I'll just be working on my audio encyclopedia. You know, my higher self is probably like, "What the fuck are you doing riding your bike? I will strike you down!" And blew my knee out, and I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'll go back to my projects then." You know, but it's cool because it's fun to work out. I'll work out at the gym. I'll live with my mom until she kicks me out, and then I'll live in my car. So it'll work out, man. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, ciao, ciao. But I'm gonna ride like 30 miles into the next town just to see how it goes. But even if my knee is fucked up, I'll be able to ride 30 miles, I'm sure. Even though there's a climb coming up here. So there you go. Here we are between Gemund and Vienna, Austria. And look at it's Dolomens. It's the aliens! It's the aliens! It's the aliens! Dolomens! The aliens! Check out my campsite for the day. Right on the edge of a lake, where I can have a nice little bath before I go to bed. Although I freaking left my soap at the hostel in Vienna. Cool. My third time. I could have sworn I grabbed it. I don't know what happened. But it's right next to the highway. I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Have a bath here. Oh, that was just a fish that jumped out. Yeah, so there we go. I guess I'll do my little vlog today right now on this too. Yeah, I got up this morning and my knee hurt and I thought it was all over for me for the bike touring, and then I rode and my knee was hurting, but then my knee got better and I ended up riding all day and my knee's fine. So maybe I'm in the clear and I'll be able to actually bike tour the whole time. It'll be awesome. And I ended up doing my biggest day yet. I did the 100 miles today. So I'm happy. Now I can start, and because it's kind of flat here, you know, and today's my first day in Czech Republic. And today, yeah, so if the rest of what I do in Europe is like this, like flats where you don't get lost and you can see the sign and camp wherever you want because of the forest, then it'll be awesome. I can start covering miles, which is fun. That's what I wanted to do. I can start doing the 100 miles a day and then the 150 miles a day. So anyways, I'm like 85 kilometers outside of Prague, so I guess I'll roll into Prague tomorrow afternoon and check out Prague and roll out and go towards Poland. It'll be awesome. Hello, this is video blog, 7th of May. I stayed at this campsite. I thought it was going to be a good campsite, but it turned out to be the coldest night I have had since I've been here. I was freezing my ass off at like 1:30 in the morning. I was still having fun though, because I was listening to all these Wikipedia articles, but which were really captivating me, like Francis Drake. That guy has an interesting life. I was freezing, and I think I was cold because, you know, I went 100 miles north yesterday, and I know I forgot, going north will make you colder, and then I have to go north again, which is kind of daunting, but anyway, we're getting closer to summer, and it's been raining like every day for the last week, so it's cold from that, and I'm next to a lake, so wind was probably coming off that into me, and I was sleeping on really wet dirt, so that was harder to warm up. And I was sleeping in a wet-ass sleeping bag, because it was wet from last night, because I slept in the rain and everything. And I was just freezing, so I put on my jacket and my pants, my rain pants, which is what I was wearing back up at the beginning of the trip when I was up near Amsterdam. And that kept me warm, but I was still freezing. So I put my backpack. I can't show you now because I'm sitting on it. It makes a great sitting pad, but I put my backpack on the ground as a sleeping pad, you know, to keep because I could just feel the cold coming up into me, just coming into me, like most of the cold was coming from the ground. And that solved it. That backpack was like, just knocked my temperatures up, boom, all the way, like 50 degrees. And I was fine, and I slept great, and I got to dream. Oh, and I had an amazing dream last night. But I was like the King of England, because I was, you know, dreaming. I was doing the Wikipedia article about like Francis Drake and stuff. And anyways, I had a dream. I was the King of England, and we were like supposed to attack Norway. But anyways, I was in some like capital city, I guess, of England or something. But it was like in the middle of winter, so there's snow everywhere. And see, the last day I've been seeing like slugs in the middle of the road all over the place, I guess because it's been raining so much. So I saw these like lumps in the snow, and I'd like touch them, you know, like kind of like they looked like slugs, and then there'd be these like freaking like scorpions, you know, like poisonous scorpions. I knew they were poisonous scorpions even though none of them bit me, but they'd like be these little balls like a slug, and then they'd be like, they do this incredible, grow this big and have all this lattice. And then like come and, I mean, so beautiful as they'd come, and then they'd open up meow with the little fangs out. But I mean, just the elaborate, they grow and they'd do this whole like, it was like this animated like geometric formations. It was amazing, and they were everywhere under the snow. So you just like kick them in to watch them, and I was sitting there like watching them grow with like the locals and stuff. It was wild. And before that, actually, I had an interesting dream that I was in some place, and I was like down, it was like this really steep snowy area, like in the middle of a town, like just really steep, and people were skiing down it, like totally skiing, like really good skiing, but I looked and they didn't have any skis on. And I lost my video camera in the snow, and I was like, so I went up there to look for it and stuff, but I was like, oh yeah, I was like hanging out with people, like going shopping for like biking stuff, looking for a biking store in the middle of an indoor mall. But anyways, okay, so I'm here having breakfast. Bread, I got a big baguette that was this big, and cheese, and I just finished my dried apricots, which were freaking expensive. Okay, I'm gonna go do a video about, oh look, 420, about what I think about Austria. Check it out, it's a bike path heading into the center of Prague, Czechoslovakia, or Czech Republic, I guess.